if he gets suspended a third time, if he comes back next year and he gets suspended again, I'm actually going to find this man's address, drive to this house, and for legal reasons, I had to mute what I just said.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Swirl.
Welcome back to the Scratch That podcast, where we scratch below the surface. Unfortunately, today we don't have Nick. So it's just me, Brett, Matt today. But we're still gonna put on a good show. Who wants to rip the first topic? Are we starting baseball?
We can start basketball again.
Sounds good to me. Obviously, the biggest news in terms of basketball is Jayson Tatum is going to play possibly tomorrow. After coming back from an Achilles injury. I honestly cannot believe the recovery time, but apparently he's good enough to go. He's probably going to be on a minutes restriction. But this is huge news for the Celtics, who, after last year, no one thought they were going to be sniffing the playoffs or have a real legitimate contention chance for the finals after Tatum went down. And now 10 months later, Tatum's going to come back. They're sitting pretty good right now in the East. So I want to know, what do you guys think? I believe right now they're third. I don't think they passed the Cavs yet for second.
What's their record?
Off the top of my head, I don't remember, 41-21.
Just roughly.
I don't know. Someone fact check me.
That's all I care.
I think they actually are second. I think they might be second in the East. Second in the East, 41-21 is my guess. Anyone want to fact check?
I got you. I will always go for an opportunity to prove you wrong.
No, you're right.
I think it's Detroit. I think Detroit's at 46.
Yeah, you're right.
Celtics should be 2, Cavs 3, or Knicks 3. I don't remember if
Knicks are 3.
The Knicks
dumbass,
are above
stupid.
the Cavs. Okay.
They're your team, and you don't even know.
Then they're a half game above the Cavs. What do you want from me? I don't watch
they're
every
a full
game
above the Cavs. Stupid.
Sure, fine. But now that we know Tatum's going to be back, he's going to have the rest of the season to ramp up and will be ready for the playoffs. What do we think this changes in the playoff landscape in the East?
I think they're going to probably make it to the finals if Tatum comes back and they ease him back in slowly. They only give him, 10 minutes to start off and then 15, then 20. If he's in pretty much full shape by the time the playoffs come around, the Celtics actually might win the East.
Dude, we might see Jayson Tatum versus Joel Embiid in the finals.
That's
please don't tell me they're the same conference.
Crazy.
They're both in the East.
Yeah, dude.
I forgot it's just East-West. I forgot it's just East-West.
I don't know what's crazier is the fact that you were whatever. I don't care. But I agree. I think if Jayson Tatum comes back, right, they could play him, 10, 15 minutes a game till the playoffs start. And if the Celtics maintain their second in the East position, that's a scary ass Celtics team, right? You've got Jaylen Brown, you'll have Tatum back. You have Nikola Vucevic, who they traded for. You got Peyton Pritchard.
He's good with rebounds. I know that from gambling.
Nikola Vucevic, yes, he's very good at rebounding. But that's a scary team, especially considering, Detroit is very young. Most of their players don't have any playoff experiences. The Knicks only beat the Celtics last year because Tatum went down. Um, and then obviously the Cavs are now in a downward spiral. So who knows what's going to happen with them? And outside of those four teams, the Raptors, I don't think they really have what it takes to go to a finals, especially matched up against the Celtics. I doubt the 76ers could beat the Celtics, especially considering their only player with real playoff experience is Joel Embiid. Tyrese Maxey has some, but he's still pretty young. Don't think the Magic are quite there yet, and I don't think the Heat are going to be strong in the playoffs at all. I think they're a first round and out kind of team. So I think the East is wide open for the Celtics, especially given Tatum coming back.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you mentioned teams like the Cavs, like they could creep up and maybe make the conference finals. Knicks even, like the top four teams are strong. But then you get to the Raptors, who are 4-10 in their division. I think the Raptors are a joke. I'd be surprised if they even win a playoff game. Sixers, like they may be a little better, but like not by much. And then the Magic and Heat, like I'm sure one of those like bottom playoff teams could make a little run and like make an upset. Even the Hornets, like the Hornets have been doing a lot better this year than
Yeah, they're
Brandon
like
Miller's coming to
19
his
and
own.
2 or 19 and 4 in their last like 20 something games. I remember that because I saw it on ESPN yesterday.
yeah, like so don't sleep on the Hornets, like on it honestly. But
And
no,
the
I
Hawks
agree.
are mid.
The Hawks, yeah,
They're
I mean,
500, yeah, in their last like 2,500 games or some shit like that. Yeah, that's an insane
yeah,
stat.
yeah, I agree. The East
No,
is
but
open though.
yeah, very very open East. Obviously, with a competitive West, right? If we look forward, right, if the Celtics get out of the East, you know, presumably they're going to be going up against the Thunder. That would be a very, very interesting finals matchup, in my opinion. You've got Chet Holmgren, you've got Shy, you know, you've got a bunch of people who can stretch the floor on the Thunder and they can run. And then you've got a Celtics team that's very deep and has a lot of good wing defenders, right? Jayson Tatum is a good above average defender. He can guard positions 1 through 4. Jaylen Brown can guard positions 1 through 3. And then they've got the supporting cast around them who can space the floor. So I think we're looking likely at a Celtics Thunder finals. And I think it's going to be a really interesting one if it does happen. So the only other thing for basketball that I want to bring up, how about the Spurs though? Look at the turnaround the Spurs have had in just a few years with Wemby. I mean, that was a team that traded away a lot of their players just to um, just to go into rebuild mode. They were going to do a full rebuild. They get Wemby, and in 2 years, they're already in the playoffs again. Um, which I think is just a nod to like how good of a player Wemby really is, um, just based on how fast he has sped up the Spurs rebuild. He's basically what Zion Williamson was supposed to be for the Pelicans when they got the first overall pick.
Hey, don't shit on Zion, dude. He was just talking about his struggles.
Yeah,
Of
he ate
what?
too
Like,
much jambalaya.
yeah,
His struggles of people calling him overweight. He was pissed off. Did you not see that interview?
No, I didn't
No,
because
he did an
Zion
interview.
Williamson's an idiot.
He did an interview and he said he was pissed off because when he went to surgery, the doctors were saying like they don't know if he's ever going to be able to play again, this and that. And people were just making fun of him for being overweight.
Well, he is. I mean, bro, when
He's
he
like,
came
I'm
into
doing
the
the.
NBA,
He's
he
like,
was
I'm
like,
doing the best I can to like get back out on the field, and I go on Twitter and I see that I'm fat.
dude, when he came into the NBA, he was like 280 pounds, and like 3 years into the league, he was like 365 pounds. Bro was a beefcake on the court. I like, dude was an actual fucking beef cow out there. You could have fucking sent that guy to the slaughter and fed villages in Africa.
Yeah, dude. What I was just dying from my fucking illness, and I was just on Sports Center all day, and I just saw so much stuff about basketball, and that was one of them.
I have no sympathy for Zion in the same regard that I have no sympathy for Ben Simmons. I'm sorry,
No,
but like
no,
if you're
no.
gonna be
Ben
a
Simmons.
generational
No,
talent,
no, 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 no. He is a 76ers legend and now fishes. That is goals. He's a pro
it's not
basketball
that
and fisherman.
he's actually a pro robber. He's the greatest thief in the history of robbery. He stole $176 million from the 76ers and played like a total of 52 games for them. It
He's
was
pro in 3
insane.
things. Like, that's
it,
talent.
it just pisses me off because if Zion cared about basketball or Ben Simmons cared about basketball, they would have been generational talents. Like Zion was athletic as fuck at Duke. He just doesn't give a fuck.
His
And
verticals
same
are
with Ben
ridiculous.
But his
too.
foot.
Yeah.
But his foot.
Yeah. When you're putting 370 pounds down on your legs every time you fucking jump, I imagine that shit would hurt, bro. Get on a treadmill, you fucking fatty. Like, holy shit. By the way, this is not just a hate for Zion Williamson. I hate fat people in general. I just hate fat people who like
Come
refuse to do anything about it. If you have like an actual thyroid issue or something, like a medical reason that you have like more weight than you should, that fine. I can accept that. But like if you're like crying on the couch eating your like third bag of like Whoppers, like I don't want to hear it. I don't care. Like get off your ass. It makes me so mad.
You hear that, Zion? Get off your fucking ass.
It's crazy.
Dude, he's
He
gonna have
makes me
another
so
interview
angry.
now.
I literally can't watch Pelicans games, like because he just every time he's on the court he pisses me off, and he's rarely on the court because he's nursing his fucking foot the whole time. Fuck you for making me start this tangent. I hate.
I
you
didn't
for
make you do anything.
this. I hate you. You brought up Zion.
Dude, I was just like trying to bring up anything that I knew about basketball this week because I don't know anything. I saw that interview.
Obviously, the only other thing that matters in basketball world right now is conference tournaments are starting for NCAA, heading into March Madness. The one to watch is the Big Ten tournament. That one is probably going to
Penn
have
State.
the most impact in the tournament.
Penn State.
Dude.
Penn State.
They don't have a chance. They're in such a tough.
They got destroyed by Ohio State the other night.
Man, that's in a game that didn't matter, though. These are the games that do matter.
So, one thing I do want to bring up in regards to the Big Ten conference specifically is Purdue is on an absolute landslide right
Mid.
now. They have been playing like dog ass.
Mid.
It's dude, no, you don't even know. They barely beat Northwestern the other day. Oh my god, did they look like shit. They could not score the basketball, and they were letting Northwestern just run up and down on them. They pulled out the victory, sure, but it's very concerning when they're going into the Big Ten tournament. Playing like
Penn State will dog walk them.
Booms. Penn State's getting bounced, dude. Penn State's a roadblock.
Penn State makes it every 3 years, so next year they're good. They're making it next year.
I can't wait for them to get shit on anyway.
No, they're not.
Matt, you can take baseball now. We'll move on. I'm not going to debate Penn State with this fool.
Spit on your bitch ass.
Yeah, I mean, I still have Gonzaga winning it all. I know we're not talking Big Ten. We were talking Big Ten, but yeah, we'll see what happens with March Madness.
Penn State, book it.
Brackets going. We'll see.
Put the money in.
All right. So, thank you for the basketball updates, White. We're moving on to baseball. I want to start off with the most relevant baseball news right now with the World Baseball Classic. Starting off with the exhibition games that happened earlier this week. I won't go through all of them, but long story short, in spring training, teams like the Giants, the Tigers, the Phillies played World Baseball Classic teams, and I'm talking full roster, like World Baseball Classic teams. Like you should have saw the 2 U.S. games when they played the Giants.
Oh,
and
did they play
Rockies. It was
2
a
games?
joke. Yeah, they played the Giants and they played the Rockies, and they were both blowouts. And
Can I talk about one game in particular?
yeah,
Can we talk about how fucking Israel beat the Marlins?
I did not even mention that on the exhibition games.
Can
But
we
yeah,
talk about how Team Israel beat the fucking Marlins?
yeah, I mean, I understand it's a full on like World Baseball Classic
Oh,
team versus
God.
like the Marlins spring training team. I think that's still funny though. I agree. Like, I guess I don't know. Israel may not even win a game in the tournament, but they beat the Marlins, so there's that. But as far as actual games in the tournament, the first game actually was last night at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Australia beat Chinese Taipei 3-0. I won't go into like the game details because I mean there's only really like 1 or 2 MLB players throughout that entire game. The rest are just like random players from the country. But if we talk about today's games I should say, but one already happened as early as 5 a.m. Eastern time. Korea played the Czech and destroyed them 11-4. I actually was up watching some of that game before I had to work, and one of the players from Korea hit a grand slam. So good for them. I mean, again, I think maybe 1 or 2 players, if you want to talk about like Jung Ho Lee and like Ha-Sung Kim for Korea. The Czech, I swear, don't have any MLB players. So again, not really the relevant games. I will say that Australia and the Czech are playing tonight at 10. Czech has a doubleheader. They play
Yeah,
at
it's actually just like they're playing twice already. They already got murdered by
so
Korea.
they're probably going to lose to Australia, I would say. Australia looked pretty decent, the pitching at least, from the highlights I watched. But
So does the actual WBC start tomorrow?
it's starting like now, technically. Like
Oh, so today's. Oh, I see. Oh, it actually
like the
technically started yesterday.
Yeah, the Australia and Korea game were the start of it. But
Well, no,
tomorrow is the
there was a game yesterday that was classic. Whatever.
yeah, that was the Australia Chinese Taipei.
Oh, Taipei. Sorry, I think you said Korea.
Yeah, but Korea was this morning. But the meat of games is tomorrow, going from like 5 a.m. all the way to 8 p.m.
I ain't watched a
10
5 a.m.
p.m.
baseball game, buddy. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you.
It's Japan though, dude. You want to watch Otani and Yamamoto? Fucking go at it. Yamamoto's not pitching tomorrow. I'd be shocked if he is.
Maybe if the
But,
stadium
yeah,
got hit by like an earthquake.
Dude, Otani's gonna hit like a
Or like a
leadoff home run,
tsunami.
and then
I don't
that's gonna be
fucking
that.
care. It's 5 a.m. It's baseball.
How about the Mexico Great Britain game at 1 p.m. Eastern time? Will we be in Florida then?
How about you pick a game I give a shit about?
What about the Dominican Republic versus Nicaragua? Juan Soto? Fucking Fernando? Junior Caminero? No. How about U.S. and
supposed to
Brazil
care?
at 8 p.m.?
It's
US
5
and Brazil at
a.m.
8 p.m.
It's 5 in the morning. I'm not watching a baseball game at 5 in the morning.
The Japan's at 5 a.m. The other games are not. You have an afternoon game and 2 evening games. But since you brought up 5 a.m., I want to ask you guys, what is the earliest
Like
you'd
4
watch a
p.m.
baseball game? 4 p.m. You're not waking up at 5 a.m. to watch Japan and Chinese time.
I think I made that extremely clear that I am not waking up.
I just want to make sure. I want to, you know, just in case you didn't want to double down. What about you, White?
What's
Earliest
the
you watch a
what am
game.
I? Oh, what kind of like baseball are we talking, or
Yeah,
can I
just
pick any
like a
sport?
game like this, like a game like this, or like an important baseball game. Like just say it's
Oh,
at 5
don't you
a.m.
want to wake up at 5 a.m. to watch Japan?
I literally wouldn't. I wouldn't even get the earliest I would get up to watch any baseball game is like 11 a.m.
Okay. No, that's
I
fair.
if you told me that like they were getting if you told me that fucking the Looney Tunes were getting back together for a live action Space Jam, I would wake up at any time to watch that on TV.
Dude, the only way I'm watching like a 5 a.m. baseball game is if it's like Mexico and the cartel shows up.
Mid-game.
Mid-game.
With that.
That would be cinema.
Dude, well, that's not even like that unrealistic if it was down in Mexico. Did you see about
They're
the
in, like,
bombings
Texas,
that
I
were
think,
going
the
on?
games are in. Aren't they? I thought I saw.
Texas, Miami, and Japan. That's why it's at 5 a.m.
Oh yeah, I can't forget my 5 a.m. baseball game, guys. Oh, I'm
No,
so
but, like,
excited
down
to
in
wake up
Mexico-
and watch my baseball game at 5 in the morning.
Down in Mexico last week, there were bombings like all over the place. The cartel was bombing places because one of their leaders got killed. So, like, if the games had taken place last week in Mexico, there's a real chance the cartel would have shown up.
Cinema.
All right. So long story short, no 5 a.m. games. There is the
5
option,
a.m.
though, if you guys
baseball
change
game,
your mind.
right? You guys want to
Just
watch
in
it
case you
together?
change your mind. It's gonna be tomorrow morning, Saturday, and Sunday morning, all 5 a.m. games. But I think the most important game is the U.S.-Brazil game. That's at 8 p.m. Reasonable time to watch.
I can wake up
baseball.
for that one.
I think it's gonna be interesting.
Brazil good?
I'm expecting anything other than a blowout because Brazil is not good. Brazil is just like I don't even know off the top of my head any MLB players on that team. So yeah, we'll see. I'll be wearing this jersey tomorrow at 8 p.m. And yeah, other than that, with the World Baseball Classic, I just want to quickly go through.
What do you mean? Brazil has Gabriel Barbosa.
Is that an MLB player?
I don't fucking know. He's a pitcher, though.
I don't either, dude. That's what I'm saying.
No, dude, they have Bichette. Dante Bichette.
Oh. Like the probably coaching.
I don't recognize a single name on here.
Yeah, that's fine. I would be shocked if you did, I'd be shocked if I did. Even though I haven't really looked at Brazil's roster. But moving on, just want to highlight the probable pitchers for the US for each game. Game 2, Tariq Skubal's pitching against Great Britain. There was an update that he's only pitching 55 pitches, and then he's done for the
dude,
entire
don't even get me
tournament.
started on that either. Why even bother?
No, I definitely agree. Like, he's arguably the best pitcher in the game, and he's pitching 55 games, and he's not
And
even
then flying
gonna come
back out. Like, dude, don't even bother. If you're gonna commit to something, commit. If you're gonna commit to 55 pitches, go home. Go rest. Rest up, buddy. Ice that arm. You gotta be ready for the regular season, dude. Ice that arm, dude. Those 55 pitches, that's gonna be rough on you. Fucking pussy.
What do you guys think of Game 3's probable starter, Paul Squire's boyfriend Skeens?
He pitches.
Of course he's not here, though. One of the episodes I bring him up.
Oh my god, dude. I got you. Oh my god, dude. Paul Skeens, dude. He dates Livy Dunn. So he's a very, very good pitcher. I can't wait to watch him. He's going to be hauling 103-mile-an-hour fastball, striking everybody out. Dude, he might actually throw a perfect game. I can't wait to watch it. There you go.
This clip is going to go viral.
Can I ask a question?
What?
What's up?
So, when you were doing Nick's voice there, were you going more like garbage gremlin or like chain smoker? Because
I
the
just picked
raspy
the
voice
noise
was
and went with it.
throwing me off, dude. It was
I just-
crazy.
I just
I was
picked
like,
the
is that
voice
what
and
you
went
think
with
Nick
it.
sounds like?
No. I just picked the noise and went with it.
I was like, God damn. He's not even here. Don't do him like that.
Alright. Moving on to Game 4. This is as far as we know, as far as like who's pitching. Nolan McLean for the Mets pitching against Italy. So, yeah, I think the Skubal and Skeens game is going to be exciting to watch. Not saying this Brazil game is. It's the first game. Obviously, that's going to be exciting. But we'll see. We'll see how Skubal, Skeens, and Logan Webb, McLean, let's see how they do, Hopefully they do well, don't get lit up.
Hopefully
Other additional
Skubal doesn't
notes-
throw out his arm.
Oh, yeah, with his 55 pitches, God forbid. Yeah, we won't see him till 2020 fucking 8 if he like tears his UCL mid game. Um, anyways, other additional notes before we move on from the World Baseball Classic. Jeremy
Fuck
Pena
Bo Bichette.
for DR fractured his finger. He'll be out for the entire tournament. He'll be ready for around opening day. So, I mean, it is what it is. Jeremy Pena is probably like the 8th best player on that team if he's lucky. And then there was a report that came out that if the U.S. were to make it to the championship, Noel McLean will be starting. So that's interesting because, you know, you have pitchers like Skubal, the 55 pitch master, who could be starting in the game. You have Skeens, even Logan Webb, but they're choosing McLean. They're choosing a starter for the Mets who's a rookie last year, and I think he's still eligible for Rookie of the Year, meaning he hasn't pitched a lot of games. So the fact that they're putting faith in him out of anybody is interesting. But, you know, I could be doubtful. He could pitch very well. We will see. But
Wait, what game is he starting?
he's the 4th game against Italy on Monday.
I mean, who would you prefer?
No, I'm not saying he can't pitch game 4. I'm saying the championship game. Like, I don't know. Like, he could have pitched against Great Britain and then have Skubal pitch against Italy and then have him go.
I don't
for
know.
the championship.
I mean, in a clutch situation like that, you know who I would take? Give me Iguodala.
Dude.
Okay. All right, I gotta compose myself. That was fucking the most random thing I think I ever heard. So, I don't really have much as far as other baseball news. Spring training, I talked about a lot last week. I just want to mention that next year and the year after, they're talking about a spring breakout tournament for all of these top prospects and minor leaguers. So, again, more news to come in the future on that. The two funniest things, actually 3.
Are you not even
that
going
have
to talk
happened-
about the salary cap and floor?
The salary cap for next season, you mean?
That they, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. That they proposed?
Are you talking about for next season?
Yeah.
Like in general?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't see. I haven't been paying attention to any updates. Why? What did they say?
So the proposed estimates for a salary floor for the MLB would be around 140 to 160 million dollars, which, if I remember correctly, puts about 8 to 10 teams under the salary floor. You could probably not even think about it, guess which 8 to 10 teams those are. And then the salary cap would be around 260 to 280 million, which I think about 5 teams were over. Which you could also probably guess which 5 teams those are. Actually, I only remember 4 of them. I remember Yankees, Mets, Dodgers, and Phillies.
Mets,
I don't remember the
Dodgers.
5th. I forget the 5th team.
Padres, maybe.
Maybe the
I don't know.
Padres. I don't remember. But-
Yeah, but that's interesting.
I'm surprised you
because,
didn't see that. That was a while ago. That was a couple of days ago.
Yeah, that's interesting because there's obviously a good amount of teams that are within that range, but I just have I don't know. Next year's offseason is going to be fucking a disaster with all of this, and hopefully there's not a delayed start to the season.
Oh, I was actually right. It's the Blue Jays. I thought the Blue Jays, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, it was the Blue Jays.
No, that's not shocking.
Padres
They
are
did a lot of
6.
this offseason. Okay, yeah. So Padres not far behind them. But yeah, we'll see. That's a good thing to keep in the back of our minds moving forward with the future of the MLB, because yeah, a lot of people are annoyed with the fact that you have teams like the Dodgers paying anybody however much they want. So
I genuinely think if they do implement a salary floor, we might see a decent amount of teams being sold
possibly
because it wouldn't be as
the
profitable. for the
Rockies.
You think so?
I think the Marlins get sold. The Marlins, their reinvestment is like 15 to 20%. I think I read they reinvest the money that they make, like 20% of it into the team, which is absurd. That's including the stadium and all of that shit. So the owners take 80% of the money. If they have to, so their payroll right now is 78 million. They would be under by 81 million. They're not even halfway. That's cutting away like half of their profits. You don't think they would sell and just take the big bulk and just reinvest it somewhere else?
I mean, maybe.
Possibly. That's a good
I feel like
point
that'd be
to put
smart
out.
business-wise if that's what you're going for.
I'll tell
I
you.
don't think the
I'll tell you what.
Marlins-
I mean, it's being run like a business. That's what they're doing.
What were you gonna say, Wyvern?
I was just gonna say if I was, an owner and, I had the ability to sell my stake for millions of dollars, I fucking would. I don't give a shit.
Well, owners are billionaires,
Especially if
by
I'm
the
a
way. Like, to be fair, like millions
Sure.
isn't that much to them. It depends on how, like, if you're talking hundreds of millions, like, sure.
Yeah, but what I mean is, like, if you're not, because I feel like with the salary cap, right? Like, you kind of got to care a little bit
Yeah.
about the product more.
Oh. What the
Oh
fuck
my god,
just happened?
hold on, my whole thing just like fucking refreshed for some reason.
Oh, now
don't
Matt
know
is
why.
Mikey and Mikey is Matt.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Literally
Let
everything
me
just.
fix that.
We will be right back.
No, we're cool.
This is a good ad break if ads pop up.
Yeah, if we had one. There we go.
But like you have to start caring more about like the product side, and because salary cap's going to impact what you can do. Obviously, it's meant to make big market teams not able to just completely dominate, right? Obviously, like bigger market teams will still be able to pay players more, but it's meant more to tax those big market teams than it is the small market teams.
Yeah, I mean,
Otherwise we just see the Lakers win the title every year.
well, that was like a period of time where they were doing that.
Right.
But, yeah.
Bronny James was supposed to fix all that.
Fucking money. There's two other points I want to bring up, or one other thing after, but I want you guys to choose between two funny things that have happened since our last episode. One, Giancarlo Stanton having elbow injury so bad that he can't even open a bag of chips or open a bottle of water, or Jurickson Profar getting caught with roids for the second time.
Dude, Jurickson Profar actually needs to be hit in the head with a fucking hammer. Maybe it would fix the sheer amount of brain damage that man has received. Because how can you be that absurdly stupid? What a fucking idiot. How? Twice in under a year do you get caught for steroids? In the last 2 years, by the time it's done, so in the last 2 years, he'll have served a 1.5-year suspension. My brother in Christ, what are you doing? Get a grip! Like, oh my god, it wasn't enough the first time, dude. You hit enough juice. We saw how you did in San Diego. You were a good player. You had a crazy, crazy final year there when you went to the Braves. You don't have to keep juicing, bro. You're already there. You're good. You got paid. Just play the game. Fuck, dude.
He is an idiot though. Brad has a valid point. Like,
oh my god,
you think he learned his lesson after the first time? He's not a player that needs any performance enhancing drugs like that. Like he was he was a young prospect with the Rangers who had like an okay to decent upbringing on that team. And then yeah, like Brett said, like when he went to the Padres, he was figuring it out. And then by 2023, 2024-ish, like he was a name to be reckoned with in the entire league. And then he gets his chance with the Braves, and the rest is history. So
You know,
he's
if he
probably
gets
not
suspended,
the MLB team ever again.
if he gets suspended a third time, if he comes back next year and he gets suspended again, I'm actually going to find this man's address, drive to this house, and for legal reasons, I had
Sorry.
to mute what I just said.
Yeah, allegedly. Allegedly.
I didn't say anything.
Allegedly, Tanya Harding paid some people to beat that girl with a lead pipe.
Dude, oh my god. Dude, a Tanya Harding pull in the Big 26?
Dude,
That's like my
you
Iguodala pull.
want to know what's funny? I made that. So I was at work the other day, and someone like fucking bumped their knee on their desk and like went down and was holding their knee, and I go, oh my god, is Tanya Harding in the building? And then I go, allegedly, and everyone in the room goes dead silent and goes, what?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
And
considering where you work, I don't think anybody would understand that.
and I forgot that like I work with a bunch of like Gen Alpha like fucks who are like all like 21, 22, and so like they don't remember that.
Well,
They
not
don't
only
know.
that,
I
they're
bet
just
I'm that.
mega nerds.
Yeah, I mean, fair. We are a bunch of computer nerds.
Dude, ask them what
There was
happened
one-
in the latest episode of Naruto,
Star
though.
Trek.
Like, they'll go nuts. Oh my
Actually,
god, you like
Naruto's
Super Saiyan? You just don't get
actually Naruto's been over for
Oh my
several years now.
Fuck off. Like, shut the fuck up.
Dude, watching anime doesn't make you a nerd. Okay, fuck you.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, what do you do? Goon to Judy Hopps? Like, how's that any better? Brett likes his rabbits thick. You heard it here first.
I'm glad I'm sending this one to Matt to get edited.
Yeah. So, Brett,
You
we're
read
gonna
the
hand
Judy
off-
Hopps abortion comic?
All right, wait, we're done with this.
Alright.
Before I hand it off to Brett, I want to introduce a new segment for baseball called Scratch Stats Around the League. There's 3
Okay.
points I want to bring up as far as things that were going to happen but are not going to happen, and they're all injury related. Hunter Green was going to start for the Reds. Scratch that. Left spring training with elbow stiffness. Who knows when he's going to be ready. Next one, Merrill Kelly was going to start was going to start opening day for the D-backs. Scratch that. He has some back issues. I mean, I don't know what's going on with him. Blake Snell for the Dodgers. Nope,
Fucking
scratch
Blake
that.
Snell.
He hasn't even pitched. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if it's an injury, but Dave Roberts was like, yeah, like, we're not going to pitch him. So, yeah, so we'll see. We'll look out for more scratch stats around the league coming up. But that is it for baseball. Brett, I heard there's some news for football. I heard there's some stuff that have happened.
We got a lot to talk about as I die. Originally, we were going to do this podcast on Tuesday, and I had like almost nothing to talk about. It is now Thursday, and I have so much to talk about. So much has happened in the last 2 days just because, you know, the year for the 2025-2026 NFL season has ended, which means franchise tags and all that happened. We got the combine. I'm not really going to talk about the combine. I feel like there wasn't really that much to talk about. I don't know. I think it's a barbaric way of grading a player, how well a player is going to do. The only thing people really care about is the 40-yard dash, which is like whatever. You're never going to be running in an open field like that anyway, very rarely at least. So like, who cares? Um, honestly, I feel like the cone drill is more important because you want to see how well a player can change their direction. But whatever. Again, there's really not much to talk about, really. Um, however, we do have a lot of things. First of all, also, by the way, there are no official trades yet. No trades can go through till I believe it is March 11th is the when the next NFL season officially starts. So that is when you can officially trade. These are only trades that were agreed upon, so they can always backtrack on them. Um,
They can always scratch that.
but they're not official, but they were agreed upon by both teams, and it has been reported. Number one was David Montgomery has been traded from the Lions to the Texans. So the Lions' 1-2 punch of Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery is now gone. David Montgomery joins the Texans. He's joining a loaded running back group. Well, loaded is a relative term because Nick Chubb is kind of washed. But you have David Montgomery, Nick Chubb, Joe Mixon, who may or may not play football. Who fucking knows? He didn't play last year. He was too busy shooting his neighbor's porch, I guess. And Woody Marks. So that is a loaded running back room. Even like if Joe Mixon
Maybe
comes
in
back,
2018.
well, Nick Chubb still had a solid season for what he was doing, for how many carries he was getting. He didn't do bad. Joe Mixon, he's still a good running back. He just didn't play. Well, I mean, I hope last time he played, he was still a good running back. I'm expecting one of the two to get released. I just don't know which one. I don't know contracts, how much. Well, it depends on the contracts and how much savings there are for each. Because I believe Chubb is on a cheap contract right now, so it wouldn't make the most sense to cut him. But depending on all that's guaranteed and everything, I haven't taken a look at the contracts. But yeah, if Chubb does get released, I think that's the end of his NFL career. It's done.
I agree.
And if that's true, we actually saw the end of his career when he snapped his leg in that game with the Browns, which just sucks to see because that was like, 3 years ago now, and he tried his best to recover.
Yeah, it was like 3 years ago, and it was the second game of the season. He was like projected to be like the top running back, if not like
he always was one of the top. Yeah, it sucks to see that, honestly. But yeah, David Montgomery to the Texans is definitely going to spice up their offense a little bit, give C.J. Stroud a couple of different options, and hopefully bolster their run game if they can build up that offensive line, because that offensive line was pitiful. I don't think C.J. Stroud should take all the blame that he is getting, because that offensive line couldn't block for shit. I mean, he literally got sacked, and this is not an exaggeration, 0.2 seconds after a snap. Like, that is just absurd. How is that even humanly possible? 0.2 seconds after the ball was snapped, that man took a sack. And you guys are going to blame him? I mean, sure, he made some bad throws, but he doesn't get that much time to throw. So
I still think he's ass cheeks, but I'm biased.
I don't know. Whatever.
I'm just biased.
It is what it is. But I think that'll definitely spice up that offense. And honestly, because David Montgomery, he's a workhorse. He's still really good. Dare I say, that could really help them make a deep playoff push with the defense that they have. They're definitely a team to look out for in the next upcoming season, I will say. Next up, we have Stephon Diggs officially, well, not officially, but did make a retirement post today, which I found kind of surprising. He is getting a little bit older. I don't know. I just wasn't expecting it. Mikey, I know he's your guy. What?
He is literally not my guy, but
he's on the Patriots. Well, was on the Patriots.
He is not on the Patriots.
But he definitely made it sound like he's retiring.
Honestly, I'm cool with that. Here's my problem with him. Is like he disappeared in the playoffs like a good amount, you know? And like you just can't have that if you're, especially because like you saw the Patriots struggles this season in the playoffs, like to get points. Like you just can't have people struggle bussing like that. And like the fact that he would just disappear just made me so annoyed to watch him play. So I was actually kind of happy when they cut him, but that's just me. I just wasn't a fan.
Okay. He's definitely had an extremely solid career. I mean, he's the reason for one of the most iconic calls in NFL history. The Minneapolis Miracle.
That is true.
Matt knows I still quote that to this day. That's one of my favorite plays of all time. The crowd pop in that is insane. Just gotta say. But he's had an extremely solid career. If he does retire, I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. He'd be a Hall of really good, I feel like.
I agree, not a Hall of Famer.
I think Hall of really good would suit him. Although I will say the NFL Pro Football Hall of fucking Fame, if Joe Namath's in there, I feel like anybody can be in there, but you know what? That's just me. But yeah, had an extremely good career on the Vikings. On the Vikings, he was Justin Jefferson before Justin Jefferson. Then he went to the Bills and balled the fuck out. Then he went to the Texans, did nothing, and then the Patriots and did nothing. But yeah, overall, really good career. Shitty human now. Yeah, maybe he's retiring because he's going to prison. Maybe that's why.
They're finally clamping down on him.
I didn't think about that. Maybe that's why. Up next, DJ Moore. This was reported today. DJ Moore is set to be traded to the Buffalo Bills. So Josh Allen finally gets back a wide receiver 1 after playing with 4 wide receiver 4s this year. The trade itself.
Wasn't bad, but
sorry, wide receiver 3.
Okay.
The trade itself is a little interesting. I don't know how I feel about it. Actually, I do kind of know how I feel about it. The Buffalo Bills are giving up a 2nd-round pick for DJ Moore and a 5th-round pick. What are your guys' thoughts?
I think they gave up a lot.
I agree.
Yeah.
A 2nd-round pick is a good chunk. It is nice that they are getting a 5th in return, but this isn't bad.
It
a 2nd-round pick
feels
is a lot.
like a lot.
It does.
Yeah.
However, with a true wide receiver 1, I mean, if this works out and maybe they make the Super. If they win the Super Bowl, it's 100% worth it. Obviously.
I was gonna say sure, like that. Obviously,
even a deep playoff push, like Josh Allen needed something out there. Like what Mike said pisses me off today. Is like, how much more help does Josh Allen need? I'm sorry, what? He has Keon Coleman, who sucks donkey dick at football. Khalil Shakir, who's okay. Dawson Knox, who's fine. Dalton Kincaid, who's good. Like, go ahead, say James Cook, a good running back. That doesn't help Josh Allen, and especially when he doesn't perform in the playoffs. It pisses me off because I know Mike thinks Bo Nix is better than Josh Allen, which pisses me off beyond belief. Bo Nix isn't better than half of the quarterbacks in the NFL, right? And he sure as hell is not better than Daniel Jones, who actually just got the transition tag. So if you don't know what the transition tag is, do you guys know what the transition tag is?
No.
yeah, any team can match.
Yes. So the transition tag is kind of like an in-between of a franchise tag and them being a free agent. It's like a franchise tag. However, other teams are still able to offer contracts to Daniel Jones. The caveat to that is if, say, like the Giants, which we'll get to why they can't, it's still absurd, offered like a $35 million contract to Daniel Jones again, the Colts can turn around and offer that back to him. So like, well, okay, well, we'll give you that to stay with us. So it allows him to test the waters of free agency while still remaining a member of the team. But he is still able to sign with somebody else if he wanted to. Make sense?
Nope.
Yeah, I guess Danny Dimes is getting a second chance. Whatever.
Whatever. What do you mean, whatever?
I guess.
It's not like he proved it this year.
Let's see how that Achilles.
I think he was really solid this year.
He was above solid. He was elite this year.
All right.
Elite is objectively top 10. He was objectively top 10.
I mean, I think he had a really good season. Don't get me wrong.
He had top 10 numbers until he got hurt. He was one of the best QBs in the league. No, but he was a Giant. He left us. Fuck you.
No, I'm glad he's gone.
Sorry, I really reached with that because I just wanted the transition into the transition tag.
I was gonna say, I did not realize Matt had such a hate boner.
Yeah, for any former Giants player.
For it, yeah.
This was actually announced like 10 minutes before. Hey, buddy, I'm talking over here.
The Saquon
your
thing
master
was
is
an
talking.
entirely different
Quiet
situation.
down, simmer down, quiet down.
Because of the whole him going to the Eagles. Daniel Jones was just one of those situations where, like, yeah, when he was a rookie and when he, like, a couple years down the line in 2022, like, yeah, we all had, like, a little glimmer of hope. And, like, we were all shocked he won that game against the Vikings. Low-key, like, any realistic fan would have been like, yeah, you know, the Eagles, like, playing them in the playoffs, whatever. But he, like, absolutely just had a huge downfall. Like, dude, if you watched him play, like, you can't tell me that all of your hope in the man is gone, right? Well, yeah, he goes to a different team. He's on the Colts. I don't, like, hate the guy, but
it's almost like the Colts are objectively a better franchise.
That just because he's on a new team means that he's going to be a top 10 quarterback for the rest of his life.
He was not the issue on the... Look, this is coming from a Giants fan. He was not the issue on the Giants. He performed
the Giants had a lot of issues.
They had a bottom 5 O-line. They still had Saquon, but what receivers did they have? They had nothing. They had a dog shit defense, no offensive line, no receivers. It was Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley versus the entire defense. And at this point, we had who at coach? I don't even remember who we had at coach before Dable.
I'm
which
not
one
disagreeing with the fact
one of the
that
fucking bums.
He was the problem, but he was a problem.
I don't even remember who it was before Dable.
A problem. There's a big difference in, like, those two phrases.
Yeah, it was Joe Judge, that dumbass.
Yeah. We don't have to tell... Joe Judge is a crazy bull.
Sorry, there were so many of them that I couldn't even remember who it was before Dable.
But going back to White's point, like, it's literally just Saquon. It's not, like, Daniel Jones. It's not any other Giant that left. Like, do I hate Sterling Shepard? No.
Well, yeah, because he was old and sucked.
Do I hate Odell? No. Like, just because he went to the... Like, no. You know? Just, like, picture your favorite player of all time go into your least favorite team. That's all that Saquon was.
I guess that's fair.
And to be fair, Brett's parents agree with my opinion, so...
The bar is very low.
You say Timick agrees with you?
No, he said my parents agree, who are still of the opinion that you should stay with the team that you're drafted for, even if you're offered less money than from another team. So, I mean, again, the bar is very low.
it's more of like a personal like opinion for me, obviously. Like, but
Like I remember they hated Andy Pettitte when he left because he he should have stayed with the Yankees, even though they offered him less money.
well, Andy Pettitte did roids, so
Who didn't? Go
he
ask
came
Jerickson
back first of all.
Profar. Yeah, I know. I'm talking when he originally left.
Yeah, no, yeah, but no, I just strongly dislike Daniel Jones. That's all I'll say.
Oh wait, really?
If it wasn't obvious, I can't say I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I don't mind him. Like, yeah, I don't fucking like the guy.
So, a couple minutes before we actually
Okay.
started the podcast, this was announced. But the Packers released a statement. The former president of the Packers, Bob Harlan, did pass away. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
If you don't know how the Packers are run, there is no CEO. They are owned by their fans. So the person that runs the business is the president. So he used to run the Packers. By the way, I just want to quick shout out. That is such a cool thing of the Packers that they are owned by the fans. They're a nonprofit. That is so fucking awesome. By the way, I just gotta say, it's not talked about nearly enough.
Also run by my fans as well. So if you want to become a fan and support me, go ahead and do it.
So rest in peace to him, and thoughts and condolences to his family. That's all I wanted to say. I just saw that and I thought I'd make a quick note of it. Another thing, Kyler Murray, the
How old was he?
Cardinals, 89, something like that.
That's pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, no, that's a good life. That's a long life. The Cardinals did get in contact with Kyler Murray and did make him aware of the fact that they will be releasing him at the beginning of the next NFL season, which begins, I think,
Really?
March 11th. So he will be gone at the beginning. Well, in about a week. He will be a free agent. I have a lot of thoughts on that. And
I mean, are we surprised?
so, you know what? I'm curious what you guys have to say first before I go ahead and start ripping into it. What
He's
are
been,
your
like,
guys'
I just
on
thoughts?
and off
remember
the
when-
field for years.
I remember when Cliff
Like-
Kingsbury, was like, we have to go get Kyler Murray. He's the one, and they benched Rosen to go get
Which,
him,
yes,
and like,
no, I agree with the Rosen thing. The
I
Rosen
would
thing
have
was, like,
benched
fucking
Josh
disaster.
Rosen to start J.J. Watt at quarterback.
Yeah,
I mean, sure, whatever.
Kyler, yeah, he was better, but like, no, it still was kind of a disaster with him on and off the field for his entire career.
Oh, Matt's
Like-
gonna hate what I'm about to say. Oh, he's gonna crash out at what I'm about to say.
Who, me?
Yeah, if you look objectively over the last 6 years since Kyler Murray has entered the league,
I know what
he
you're about
has
to say.
actually
and I-
been one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the league.
What, Kyler? Oh, I thought you were gonna say that Daniel Jones is better than him.
No,
I honestly was gonna.
Kyler Murray has been one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the league and has quietly performed to what I would expect of him. I mean, expectations. What was expected of him, I believe he has outperformed them. Granted, his expectations were not very high these last couple of years. He has become a Call of Duty meme. But since he has entered the league, he has a 170 to 60 touchdown to turnover ratio, which is very well. That's almost a 3-to-1 touchdown to turnover ratio. Really, where he suffered was the fact that he played on the Cardinals. He is currently being the scapegoat of a failed organization. If you look
I
at it,
disagree with that.
you disagree with that.
No, I said I don't
Oh,
disagree
you
with
don't
that.
disagree with that.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
like
either.
the
He's
biggest-
so much better on a different team.
That the biggest issue was the Cardinals. Yeah, I
So-
don't disagree.
Because what have the Cardinals done? Other than the recent drafting of Trey McBride, who has Kyler Murray had? At running back, his best running back was an old James Conner, who had one good year and a bunch of mediocre years.
Dude, just think if they had kept David Johnson.
Oh, yeah. Dude, yeah, you're funny. You're a funny guy. Who
Would've
was
been
it that they
sad,
traded to
dude.
the Dolphins? I forget who got that massive contract on the Dolphins. I can't even remember his name. He wasn't that great. He was a good wide receiver though. That was before the Dolphins even got Tyreek Hill. I forget who the fuck that guy is. Something Wilson, I think. I can't think of the guy's fucking name. He got that massive contract. Whatever. But he hasn't had any good receivers. Who does he have now? Marvin Harrison Jr., who is widely regarded as a bust, especially in the star-studded draft class that included Malik Neighbors. So, I mean, other than Trey McBride, who has he had?
Now, there's another Wilson that is on the team now, right? That was like probably his best option, right? Michael Wilson, is that?
Michael Wilson was a good one.
But again, as him as the best option, that's
he's not a number one.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like he, I don't know, just his last couple years, Kyler, like just. But when he first got in the league, like yeah, he was. The Cardinals were honestly like they had some pretty decent teams. Like I remember at one point, then they started like 8-1, and then I remember the AJ Green fucking play in the end zone where he didn't even know where he like was looking, and then the Packers beat them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a prime example of not Kyler's fault. And yeah, but I agree. He should have, like, if he was on a different team, his career would have been much better off. And I think the Cardinals, like, I don't know, they're one of the most failed franchises in all sports, right? Like, the last championship was in, like, the 20s. Like, I don't know.
I'm sorry, what was that? I was trying to figure out that like, receiver. I can't figure out.
The Cardinals have been, honestly, I think I looked this up a while ago, but like historically one of the most failed franchises in all sports. Like if you talk about how long they've existed and like the last time they won it.
1947.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're one of the 4 teams that have never reached a Super Bowl. It's 4 or 5 teams, I forgot.
No, they've reached the Super Bowl. They just never won.
Or sorry, never won. Yeah, sorry, they did make the Super Bowl. They never won the Super Bowl. There are 4 or 5 teams that didn't make the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, I completely forgot about the Steelers Cardinals game.
Yeah.
Yeah, how could I forget Larry Fitz? That's on me. I'm a fucking casual. That one's on me. But Kyler Murray now has the freedom to go choose who he wants to go play for. I mean, obviously, barring like a team needs to want to sign him. I don't even know cap spaces and good fits. Vikings would be a good fit. However, if the Vikings did go after Kyler Murray, that does mean they are officially giving up on J.J. McCarthy. And I don't know what your guys' thoughts on that are.
I think Vikings would be good.
I think he's so...
So, J.J. McCarthy is bad. Well, hasn't played great. However, I will say, it's only been 1 season, and like the great Drew Brees always said, a rookie quarterback, you don't know how good they're going to be in the NFL until about 2 to 3 seasons. However, that is quite the investment, and the Vikings are in win-now mode. I wouldn't wait to see how J.J. McCarthy develops. However, I will say I don't think that means that he should be just bumped out of the league immediately. I do think he deserves a chance. Maybe up in Denver, I heard they need a new starting quarterback. They need a good one. So, maybe J.J. McCarthy could go up to the Broncos.
I think Kyler low-key might go to the Jets.
Kyler to the Jets is another one that I could see. That is another one that I have heard. There were 2 teams that reached out to him, and those 2 teams I would assume would be the Vikings and the Jets.
I'm trying to think of any other team. Like, I don't know.
There really aren't that many QB-needy teams right now.
What about what about like the Dolphins? Isn't Tua like kind of on his way out? Kind of, sort of.
Tua is on his way out. However, I don't think the Dolphins have cap. Oh, wait, I'm so stupid. I completely forgot. The Cardinals owe Kyler Murray $30 million this year. So technically, he could get signed for the league minimum. So teams can sign Kyler Murray for two mil. That's actually exactly what the Steelers did when the Broncos released Russell Wilson. They paid Russell Wilson like $2 million. So I guess technically he could go to the Dolphins. That could be another team that he could go to because they are a QB needy team because they are giving up, at least it appears, on Tua Tagovailoa. So I mean that is definitely another option. But honestly, I just don't see many other teams that need a quarterback. However, I do think Kyler Murray absolutely deserves a starting spot on some team somewhere, and I think he has quietly put up the production of a starting quarterback and has been really good in the league. I genuinely think he's the most underrated quarterback in the league because nobody talks about him. His main downfall was the franchise that he played for. Thoughts on that?
He's not a Kyler Murray believer.
He just got injured a lot toward the last couple seasons, and I don't know.
If he stays healthy, dude, I'm telling you, he could.
Yeah, if he stays healthy.
The Vikings would be a playoff team.
The Vikings were like 14-3 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, but that was Sam the Goat Darnold. That was
the Vikings. They're
that
so
was my
disappointing.
Yeah. I really think that he could revitalize his career on another team. And I am excited to see what he does in this next upcoming year. Moving on from that, what else do I have? Wrong B team. The Bengals decided not to franchise tag Trey Hendrickson, which makes sense because they franchise tagged him this year, and that tag would have been absurdly expensive, and we both know all three of us know, they don't got the money for that. So Trey Hendrickson, who is nearing about 30, is about to become a free agent. Honestly, I haven't seen any buzz on what team really would be interested in him. He is going to have a hefty price tag on him, and he is 29, I think. So he is getting a little. Or no, is he 30? He's 31. So he 31. Is an aging edge. So I'm curious to see what teams would be willing to give up for him. He did not have a very good year this year. I think he had like 5 or 6 sacks. So it's very interesting. They could not get a deal done with him, and he wants to hit the free agency market. And I genuinely just don't know. I don't know what team he could go to. I can tell you what team he's not going to go to. He ain't going to the Giants. They ain't got the money for that shit.
I don't know why. This is random, but like, what about somewhere like the Niners?
Niners pairing up with Nick Bosa would definitely be an interesting fit. Bolstering up that D-line. That would be a scary D-line. I could see it, but I don't think it's very likely. I think they have other issues that they need to work out before working out another edge rusher. I really don't know. I don't know what team can take him.
I mean, like, I'm trying to give you...
Dude, Vikings go and get Kyler Murray and Trey Hendrickson. I mean, the Vikings need a defense.
They need a lot.
That would be a hell of an offseason.
Even if you, like, pick another team, like, with a edge rusher like Aiden Hutchinson, but for the Lions, I don't know. That's another example. Like, if you try to pair him up with, like, another star like that, it would just make it a lot interesting. But yeah, I doubt those two teams. But pick any team that needs just one, you know? Like, I don't know what team would just need one.
But it's also what teams, what cap they have, and what their main needs are. If you already have one good edge rusher, spending on Trey Hendrickson would be more of a luxury. But regardless, there have really been no buzzes on where he's going to go yet that I have seen. So we'll definitely keep an eye on it in the future and talk about it if there are any revelations and when he does eventually get signed. Moving on to that, this is a quick one. Darnell Mooney was released from the Falcons, which I hate to hear because I actually was a quiet fan of Darnell Mooney. I think he's been a pretty underrated receiver. He hasn't been great, but he's been good. He's a good second option. Um, yeah, decent second option. I'm just curious to see where he's going to go from here. He's definitely not going to be a one on any team, but I genuinely think he'd be a good second option or a great third option on a team that already has depth. And he's going to be a cheap receiver because you don't need to spend a whole hell of a lot on Darnell Mooney of all people. Maggie.
Yeah. He sounds like a Chief to me, honestly.
Honestly,
sounds like
I don't even hate that.
Chief.
That just, I don't know. That just sounds like a Chiefs receiver.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Like a third option Chief.
like Juju Chiefs.
I think it doesn't matter though.
Or like Chase Claypool Chiefs.
If he goes to the Chiefs or not.
Dude, honestly, Giants.
No, I don't think it will make a difference. Giants can't afford him. Giants can't afford.
I don't think it really matters if he goes to the Chiefs or not. The Chiefs are going to be ass next year.
I don't know.
Patrick Mahomes ain't playing.
Speaking of the Giants, I have no idea what they are going to do this offseason. They are in such a historically bad position right now, and it is not being talked about. They only have, and this might be off by like a player or two, they only have 23 people on their roster right now. They have 21 plus I think 5 others that are set to become unrestricted free agents this offseason. And they have $2 million in cap space.
That just makes me laugh.
What the fuck are they going to do? Dude, they might not even be able to fill a football field.
Honestly, just get a decent O-lineman and sign him for $1 million.
Dude, who is going to... League Min! Dude, League Min's $2 mil. Or is it $1 mil?
I thought it was a
forget.
little less than that. I thought it was around $1 mil.
Maybe it's $1 mil. Maybe it's 1.2. I don't know, man. What are they going to do? There is not enough restructuring on the planet that you can do to gain enough cap from $2 million to sign 20-something players. Are they going to do the Bill Belichick method? Are they going to go to lacrosse fields and start recruiting, dude? That's where they got Chris Hogan.
They might.
Dude, I might get recruited. I'm telling you, I would be the next Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah. You guys ever see Brett in Little League? Crazy power.
Yeah, that kid used to catch my home runs.
He was on the football field. Oh my god.
Matt used to catch some of my home runs. Well, he used to go fetch them for me, like a good boy.
I fetched one, gave it to your mom. That's it.
Yeah, good boy. All right, going back to the Giants, though. I genuinely don't know what they're going to do. It is very interesting, and I'm very curious to see what they're going to do this offseason to clear up cap in order to sign the amount of players that they need. We could see some departures. And I don't know. I knew when they started signing these stupid deals that it was going to bite them in the ass down the road, and we're here. I mean, they've always not been great with cap, but this is actual hell. I mean, the Saints are always under the cap every single year. Over the cap every single year, but they're able to somehow... They're the reason why people said the salary cap was a myth. Get under the cap. However, They never had to sign like 20 players in one offseason. 20? 20? That's absurd. Are you insane? 20 players?
20,
Dude. That's almost half their team. It's just crazy,
Yeah,
man.
Like, I say with Slayton, he's like, I don't know. He's probably, his time's up. I really hope they don't get rid of Wandell. I really hope low-key they keep Illuminor too, because, like, you know, I don't know. He was, like, the first okay offensive line pickup. Well, there was another guy too, but, like, I don't know. But if Wandell, Illuminor, and like Flott all leave, then I don't know. Like they better draft very good then, because I don't know.
I don't know. Moving on though. There have been buzzes about a potential AJ Brown trade.
I have a team for him.
Go ahead.
I think New England. Yeah.
I believe that is one of the teams that were mentioned in a potential package. Yes.
Like Diggs leaves, pulling AJ Brown like that for Drake May, like, oh my god. And then you have a backfield of Travion and Stevenson, like, that'd be kind of crazy, honestly.
Yeah.
White is jerking it to that. He loves that idea.
Before DJ Moore, another team was also the Buffalo Bills.
I mean, even I don't know.
Do we think the Eagles do trade AJ Brown? Though, do we think he's coming back this year?
No, he's not.
No, I think they want to keep him, but I don't know if he'll want to stay.
There's too much controversy going on. Like even Justin has his doubts. Big Eagles fan, like he even has his doubts. So
I mean, speaking of Eagles players, sorry, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, shout out Justin.
Yeah, shout out Justin.
He our first podcast guest of the new pod.
He's actually the founder. He's the founder, kind of
the name.
Low key. Then we'll explain that later this month. The anniversary is coming up. Anyways, yeah, no, AJ Brown, he's not going to be an Eagle.
Speaking of Eagles players, though, Dallas Goedert was officially released. He is no longer an Eagle.
I saw that.
He's getting old. I don't know who's going to want him. If he does go anywhere, he's probably going to be a second option. I don't see him.
He sounds like a Vikings guy.
To the Vikings, just go and get every free agent. I think it's a good move for the Eagles. He's getting old. He's been getting hurt, and it's just not worth it. Huge respect to Dallas Goedert, though. He has quietly had a very solid career, although he has gotten hurt a lot. Which seems to be the story with Eagles tight ends with sack hurts. So, I mean, par for the course. They get hurt a lot. And the final thing that I did have in my notes was the Raiders regarding trades with Max Crosby. They said that they want a Micah Parsons package for Max Crosby. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Crazy.
Now, reminder.
Yeah.
For Micah Parsons, the Cowboys got 2 firsts and DeMarcus Lawrence. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they are looking for 2 firsts and a star player. Fucking absurd. I'm just gonna say it. Max Crosby is not worth that much. Would you agree with that, Matt, or do you have a contradicting
No, I agree. I think Micah Parsons is a bigger name. He's better, and
He's bigger name, better, and younger. Let's not forget, Max Crosby is nearing 28 years old. Or no, sorry, he is 28 years old. He's going to be 29 when the season starts. He is getting old. So what team? Granted, Max Crosby, great player, but no team is giving up 2 firsts and a star player for Max Crosby. You're fucking crazy. No one's giving that up. Holy shit. DJ Moore just got given up for a second, and that was a reach. And you want 2 firsts and a player? Man.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Max Crosby's a Raider. The Raiders are fumbling the bag with this. I said it before, and I will say it again. They have to trade him if they want a future. It is the smartest thing for their future because they are in rebuild mode, and Max Crosby is not going to be there when they are finally rebuilt. So they need to get rid of him and get the assets for that because he's not going to be there to see it anyway. God, they're so stupid. Oh my god, they're run by idiots. Fucking haircut too. That motherfucker. You guys seen that guy's haircut?
No.
No.
The Raiders owner? I forget his name. Mark Davis. Look up Mark Davis. Mark Davis haircut.
Oh, yes. I have seen that haircut.
Yeah, I know you have. Yeah, Matt's looking it up right now. Fucking Mark Davis.
Oh, yeah, I know. I've seen it.
Yeah, make sure to put a picture of that one up in the edit. Yeah, what an idiot. I mean, I know he doesn't make the decisions, but I guarantee you he has a say in that because he likes to... He's like a Jerry Jones where he likes to get involved. Which, as we can tell, always works well for the team. Yeah, I think it's a mistake. Nobody's going to offer that, and if they are sticking to that, then, well, Max Crosby's a Raider for life, unfortunately. Or until his contract's over. Sorry, bud. You deserved better.
You really did. It's such a shame.
It is.
It's actually...
Oh. Yeah. That is the end of the football section for today. Is there anything else you guys would like to add on either football, baseball, or basketball?
World Baseball Classic. Next episode, there'll be a lot of updates on that. Go Team USA, Judge. He'll have at least 2 home runs by the next episode. And Paul Skeens will let up 2 home runs to Mexico. Randy Rosarena and Jarren Duran. That's all I got.
Did you guys have any games?
I do. I have one.
White has one, I heard.
Let's hear it.
All right.
This will be my first time actually participating in a game.
Let's do it.
So this is called Statline Showdown. So the way it works is I'm going to read a stat line that a player had from a particular game. Your job is to guess the player.
What's like the time period? Is it this year or is it?
Most of them are this year, or very,
You're
very
crazy,
very popular games.
All right, let's go. Donovan Mitchell, 7-point game. Let's go.
I promise you, like, these are very, very obvious games, Brett. You should be fine. I could not imagine that you struggle with this category. I tried to make it fair for you. So let's start off with a nice, easy one.
Okay.
The stat line: 70 points,
Joel Embiid.
18 rebounds,
Fuck.
5 assists, 24 for 41 field goals.
Wait, someone dropped 70 this season?
No, they don't all have to be this season. They don't all have to be this season. I chose players who had either had like a really like standout game that was super talked about and obvious,
Yeah.
or
Can you repeat that? 70 points.
yeah, 70 points, 18 rebounds, 5 assists, 24 for 41 field goals.
18 rebounds. I was gonna say Damian Lillard, but I doubt he had that many.
You have him.
I
So
don't know,
if
Brett, do you
you
have any
guys get
guesses?
3 guesses for each stat line. After you guess, if you don't get it right, I'll give you a hint.
Did
Okay.
Luka score 70 that one time he went off? I know you did have that.
will not
18
reveal it.
18
And
I'm not
rebounds,
asking
and I know
you.
Oh,
18 rebounds is just throwing me off because all the 70-point games, you have like Damian Lillard, you have Donovan Mitchell, James Harden might have dropped 70. Luka I know dropped 70, but maybe I don't know.
I mean,
I wonder
I
if,
can see
like-
Luka getting 18 rebounds. I mean,
We can go with Luka for the first guess, and then
is it the Luka game?
it is not.
Fuck,
Your hint is Eastern Conference.
dude, that doesn't fucking help me. I didn't know that the 76ers and the Celtics were in the same conference.
it's Embiid. It's Embiid with the rebounds.
Final guess? Or final
I don't know,
answer, I
Brett.
guess, for this
I don't know,
round?
Brett.
I said Embiid before you even finished the stat line.
Yeah, but you guys are on a team. You have to agree to a guess. I'm not.
Fuck you.
I don't take.
I got that immediately. Before you even finished, I
Where-
said Embiid. Is it the Embiid game?
Let's run the
It
clip
is the.
back.
It is.
I said
the
it.
Embiid
I
game.
said Embiid immediately.
It was his 70-point game in 2024 versus the Spurs.
The only reason why I didn't keep pushing Embiid is because I forgot that he had a 70-point game. I actually said never mind when you
I
said
did too.
70
No, I
points.
did too. Yeah.
I said Embiid, then I yelled, fuck, never mind.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for round 2?
Let's do it.
62 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 21 of 35 from the field goals, and 8 of 13 from the 3-point line.
James Harden.
Yeah, this
That's
is
like a insta rip.
Okay.
No.
I was going to say
okay.
Steph Curry.
It is Western Conference. That is your hint. Western Conference.
How many rebounds and assists?
7 rebounds, or 8 rebounds, 7 assists.
Okay.
I still like Steph Curry, but he doesn't get that many rebounds. What category would you classify this? Easy, medium, or hard?
Easy.
I'm sticking with Steph Curry.
You guys ripping Curry?
Sure.
It is Steph Curry.
Nice.
Career
Yeah.
high in points versus Portland in 2021.
That is twice, by the way. I got it on the first guess.
Damn.
Right?
I'm a casual. Yep.
73 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 25 of 33 from the field, 8 of 13 from 3.
I'm getting too good at this. Mikey's gonna have to fucking throw in like
This
a,
sounds like the
an
Luka game.
Iguodala. Oh, sorry, I wasn't even listening to the stat line. Go
Do you
ahead.
need me to read it again?
Yes, if you could repeat it. Sorry.
73 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 25 of 33 from the field, 8 of 13 from 3.
I can see that. being
Yeah,
the
'cause-
Luka game.
Luka had like the closest since Kobe, I'm pretty sure, or something. And I know is exactly 73. But I don't know. I don't think there's any other 73-point game that's happened.
Rip it. What
So, yeah.
category? Easy, medium, or hard?
This is still easy.
Luka.
Okay, yeah. So Luka.
It is Luka.
I love how the difficulty is how I'm guessing these.
All right. Well, we'll take it up a notch.
Okay.
Okay, let's take it up a notch.
47 points,
Mike
11
Scott.
rebounds, 5 assists, 4 blocks, 19 of 28 from the line.
That is an average
from the
Mike
field,
Scott
sorry.
stat line.
Mike Scott is from The Office.
Well, no, and he's from the 76ers.
What is the last name of an NBA player named Scott? We'll go with him.
Mike Scott.
No, he's saying like Scott something. Scott Sterling.
Scotty Barnes.
Scotty Barnes.
It is not Scotty Barnes.
Oh, okay. That would have been crazy.
I don't even remember the stat line. The way I saw him smile, I thought that was going to be right. I don't even remember what the stat line was.
If it's Western Conference, I have an insta rip.
47 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 blocks, 19 of 28 from the field. The clue is 2-time MVP.
Russell Westbrook.
No. That's not our guess.
I don't know how many.
How many blocks?
4.
I don't know how many times he won MVP.
Do you think he'd go Embiid again? No, he didn't say Western or Eastern. Do you think he go
Embiid also didn't win 2 MVPs.
Oh yeah. Oh, so
Correct.
okay.
So
I'm in between. I'm in between two. I'm in between because I know my MVPs in basketball too, kind of sort of. I'm in between Giannis and Joker.
Jokic won 3 MVPs.
Okay, so do you want to go Giannis?
Sure.
Let's go Giannis.
It is not Giannis. Center is your final hint.
Okay, then, Brett, I know what you're saying, but it's got to be him. It's got to be Joker.
He's won 3 MVPs.
Yeah, but
he said 2-time MVP.
Yeah, but a
what do you mean?
MVP
Yeah, but
is also a 2-time MVP.
No, but I just want to see him be wrong. Jokic, locking it in. It's Jokic. Go ahead. Tell me. Go ahead.
Nikola Jokic is correct.
Wait, I thought
he won.
I thought he won 3.
It wasn't. He did win 3, but that doesn't
two.
mean he's not a 2-time.
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. Actually, fuck you. That is some bullshit. That is some dumb bullshit. Bush League.
Brett tried to get in my head, and
Bush
I was
League.
like, no.
What do you mean get in your head? I was objectively correct in my thought process. That is some misleading bullshit.
All right, I'm gonna call this one expert mode. We have 2 left. This one I'm calling expert mode.
I'm protesting.
And the next one is called nightmare mode.
I'm protesting.
Okay. Jim
Um,
Thorpe.
24 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 8 for 13 from the field, 4 for 6 from the 3-point line.
Wilt Chamberlain.
No.
I'm locking it in.
No.
I'm locking it in.
You guys have to agree in order to
We're
lock it
gonna
in.
go.
I will Venmo you $5
For what?
to lock
Don't
it
waste
in.
your guess on it. Don't waste your guess on Wilt.
No. Yeah. The fucking. He just said not to lock it in. Can we get like a hint since it's like extra? It's so like absurd of a crazy.
Oh, is this gonna be a real hint though, or another misleading hint? Cunt.
Your first hint is Eastern Conference team. When this game happened, he was
Ben
in
Simmons.
the East when this game happened.
Honestly, I'm
LeBron.
kind of down. No.
He's
I'm gonna
smiling.
go
It's
Ben
LeBron.
Simmons.
It's LeBron. It's LeBron on the
Oh,
Heat.
I'm smiling.
It's LeBron on the Heat.
Okay, LeBron. Final
LeBron
answer.
is not correct.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Your next clue is they are a guard. You're looking for a guard.
It's Bronny James.
Do you think
Dude, I have a
LeBron's
crazy-
son
I have
has
a
scored
crazy
24?
He's also never been on an Eastern Conference team. But you know what? He might.
Dude. No, I have a crazy guess, and I don't know why he came to mind. Eric Bledsoe.
Who the fuck is
Are you
that
guys
guy?
locking that one?
Who the fuck is that guy? Sure, I'll lock that one.
Yeah.
It's not Eric Bledsoe. Although that's a deep cut. I appreciate that.
that?
That was a deep cut. Suns legend.
Is he related to Drew?
But he was also on the Bucks, right?
That's awesome, but
Yes.
you're wrong. Anyway, move on.
I thought he had like a crazy Bucks run. Okay.
Your final clue is they were a defensive player of the year.
I don't
Russell
know my
Westbrook.
defensive player of the years. On the Wizards, Russell Westbrook?
I don't fucking know. I don't know basketball, dude.
We're not gonna get this. I'll say Russ because I know we're gonna be here all day and not get it. So
You're locking in Russ.
yeah,
Russell Westbrook is
no,
not correct.
Fuck.
okay.
Fuck you.
It
You're
was-
such a
it
bitch.
was
I'm going to take it
Celtics-
so much. Tell me it's Celtic Shaq. Go ahead and say it. Say it's Celtic Shaq.
Celtics Marcus Smart.
Who the fuck is
Celtics
that
Marcus
guy?
Smart.
Who is that?
No, okay. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you said it was a guard. It's not Shaq. Yeah, buddy. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna be so relentless in my future games. Oh my god.
All right. You ready for nightmare mode?
Yeah,
hold on,
whatever.
let me send this.
Go ahead and hit me with a
Okay. Sure,
with a fucking
sure.
1960s player.
Walking in.
I will give you a pre-stat hint. This player
That's
is
how bad it
currently
is.
active in the NBA.
Okay.
41 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 14 for 23 from the field, 6 for 9 from 3.
Give me Kristaps Porzingis. No,
No.
if it's Nightmare, it's gonna be someone that's like very obscure.
I'm getting like Knuckle vibes. I'm getting Knuckle
Brett has
vibes.
no idea who that is, by the way.
Con Knuckle.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I saw him on ESPN 2 days ago
I
when I was
figured.
sick. When I was sick. Go ahead, lock it. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, let's lock it. Con Knuckle.
That is incorrect.
Just get me to the next
Okay.
hint. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
This player is a forward.
Awesome. If only I knew positions in basketball.
So 41 points.
Hey,
Seven
LeBron James has
something?
played like 2,000 games. He's had to have had that stat line once, right?
I'm getting the vibe that it's within like. He's
You think for
currently in the
nightmare
NBA.
mode, I go LeBron, like a double fake out? Like,
Yeah. I actually think you do.
I went into my bag for this one, by the way. I just want you
He's
to
kind
know,
of a
like,
casual, so I'm going to say Giannis.
So
I'll even give you guys.
can you
four
name
guesses.
it again? Name it again.
Yeah.
What does it matter? We ain't getting it.
41 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 14 for 23 field goals, 6 for 9 from the 3.
6 for 9 for the 3.
Here, I'll put it
Nice.
in the chat for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's actually a lot. Who is getting? Dude, I have no idea.
Here, I'll even bump up the first hint. I'll make it a little easier for you.
Power forward. A power forward went 6 for 9 from 3. I don't know, Brett. What do you think? Because I have no clue.
Dude. What do you think I think?
Dude. don't know.
Chief, I'm chalking this one up to an L. I only know basketball at a casual level. And you expect me to know this? This guy that Mikey, who studies basketball religiously and is an absurd fucking dick.
You have to give us like more hints.
Dug into his bag to find.
I have 5 clues for this one, so I can drop another one.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna?
Most improved player in 2022? Bro, I don't know.
Sorry, I'm not Googling it.
Wait.
Because of the way that I have it set up,
Is it?
I have to go on Discord on my phone to view.
I remember like Ja got it one of the years and then gave it to Desmond Bain. Is it ever this year?
Okay. I'm glad you said it was most improved player because I wouldn't have known what that stood for.
I was gonna type it out, but I figured one of you had to at least know what that stood for.
I don't know. How many guesses do we have?
I'm giving you 4. You've used 1 so far.
Dude, do we really think he said he had to dig into his bag? Do we really think Ja Morant is digging into his bag?
No.
Which is exactly why he would choose Ja Morant. I'm picking Ja Morant.
Ja Morant.
It's not Ja Morant.
Fuck.
Okay.
All right. Next hint.
Coming off the bench in 2022? Or no?
Yes.
It could be. Wait. No. So the 2022 season, did it start in 2022 or end in 2022?
Start in 22.
Okay. Oh my
2022,
god.
2023.
Wait. Why do I think it's not? It's not. End in 2023. I don't know, Brett.
Chief, I don't know what you want from me. Give me Iguodala.
No.
I literally said he's an active NBA player.
Oh. I don't know, dude.
You want the next hint?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me the next hint, mister.
Oh my god, these are all nothings.
Wait, can you say that again? I like cut off.
These are all nothing hints.
Drafted
in 2017.
2017. I'll even give you here.
Seventh
overall
pick.
In 2017, that was like Lonzo's year.
And I'll even give you.
What do we got?
University of Arizona, drafted by the Timberwolves.
No, I don't have him.
Dude, why did you even do that then?
I don't know.
I know. I was like, oh, Matt has something. He does not.
Okay. What's a good question to ask that he's not?
Yeah, you got. Yeah, formulate a question and I'll answer.
White or black?
White.
He said white. He said white.
Do I know this person?
You may.
Arizona.
Has this person won a championship?
Good question.
No.
Alright, he's gonna pick a very I don't even know.
I'll even give you I'll one up your question actually. He is the longest active playing player in the NBA to not make the playoffs.
That's kind of crazy.
Or we could play like reverse who we play for. What teams has this guy been on?
You know what's funny? I think I might know who it is. Just off of what he just said. Because I feel like I've seen that stat.
Rip one.
No, I'm gonna hold on to it.
Brad, I would because I don't know who.
No. Hit him with the other question. I'm gonna hold on to it because I don't know, but I feel like I might know. Keep going. Keep going.
I will give you one of the teams he has played for.
Okay.
The Chicago Bulls.
No, Zach LaVine was 20. He was way earlier.
I don't know if the person I'm thinking of is played for the Bulls.
Drafted by the Timberwolves. Played on the Bulls. You do have 2 guesses remaining.
I don't know. We gotta hurry this up because this the media file is gonna be crazy.
All right, I'll rip the name that I was thinking of that I think I saw because I saw that in a post not that long ago.
Okay.
It's that guy with a really weird fucking first name. It's like Laurie, like Markkanen.
It is Larry Markkanen.
Yay!
Let's go.
My next hint was he's Finnish.
What?
He's what?
He's from Finland.
Oh. I thought you said he's finished. I was like, what?
I'm not gonna lie. I probably wouldn't have got it anyway. So
he's finished.
Okay. Cool.
Well,
that was all I had. So
we're an hour and 48 in, so I'm not even gonna do a game for football. We're just gonna skip it. Yeah, that was a productive podcast. Sorry, football took actually like fucking 45 minutes, which is crazy to think in the off season, but there was just so much that happened this week. But thanks again, guys, for tuning in. We'll be back again next week. We might have an episode with me in Florida. I'm still packing. You can't see my suitcase, but my suitcase is literally on the floor. That's why my couch is a fucking mess right now. Might have an episode.
He will be bringing his dildo.
Okay. Episode with me in there. I'm not too sure how the days are gonna line up, but that is possible.
And we'll have Nick back.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And we'll have a lot to talk about with the World Baseball Classic and all that shit. But other than that, thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you next week.